There's this saying that talent's universal, but opportunity isn't. So the mission of Delta Garage is to break cycles of poverty by helping youth access careers in the mechanical trades. It's important to note that there is almost nothing cooler than motorcycles in the whole world.
There's an appeal about motorcycles. Even if you don't ride motorcycles or grew up around motorcycles, I think motorcycles attract people.
I have like 12 motorcycles at home.
I ride dirt bikes in my spare time.
My name is Luke Emerson. I'm the executive director at Delta Garage.
My name is Jared Kalinsky. I am the crew chief and program director at Delta Garage.
My name is Tico Sandoval. I race with Washington Motorcycle Road Racing Association.
Myself and my good buddy Jared started it together a few years ago. We had both worked with youth before. We loved working with youth. We loved our city. We love Everett.
It started out as a project that Luke and I had talked about for years and years and years.
And we wanted to try and figure out, man, how could we bring together, this passion for motorcycling and working on them, and a desire to work with youth in our community. What might it look like to kind of bring that together?
So Luke and I went on a trip to New York, a borough called Brownsville.
Apparently one of the worst boroughs in New York for a long time.
It's a low-income neighborhood. That's where a lot of the projects are. And we were checking out a ministry that a gal that Luke had met in Thailand was participating in. And through that trip, going to Brownsville, seeing this after-school program that they were doing, working with the kids, got us thinking about where is this population in our neighborhood, and come to find out it was just not even a mile away.
That part of town for Everett was North Everett, particularly the Delta neighborhood. I think in 2021, 4 out of the 6 high poverty schools in the whole Everett school district were all up in the Delta neighborhood or the Riverside neighborhood. So that was definitely where, these kids were in my community. So that's when we started asking those questions. How might we do something cool?
I met Jared and Luke about a year and a half ago. They had a tent at the Snohomish bike show, and I jumped at it. It was fantastic. It was a great opportunity. I love everything about it, and it was right up my alley.
The idea kind of went through a couple of different iterations, but eventually it turned into this.
My name is Gunnar Badetti.
My name's Jacob Crab.
Eddie. Michael. My favorite thing about Delta Garage, I say, is that I get to work on motorcycles every weekend. Come here.
I would say it's about learning about motorcycles, finding some friends that kind of like the same things.
My favorite thing about Delta Garage is probably the adults are super nice and are really patient with us, and they help us make sure we understand everything.
So on Sunday afternoons when we're working with students, kids start arriving around lunchtime and we share a meal with them. We have a rotation of volunteers who make lunch for the kids, and that's always kind of a good time to check in with the kids, see how their week has been. We get to talk about things that they're interested in. After lunch, we go out to the shop and we kind of open up and kind of talk about what we're working on that day. And then after that, after we have any sort of teaching time, we'll break off and work on our separate projects. Usually after a while, we'll have a coffee break, hot chocolate break for the kids, and work on the bikes a little bit more, and then wrap up for the day.
It teaches you a lot of things that you may need down the road, like how to change a tire, how to do the simple stuff that you may need later on in life that you may not always learn in school.
They got pretty good food.
The food here is amazing. 5 stars, would recommend.
It's really good to know like all the information that they teach us, and you're gonna need it later on in life, and if you don't just like take the initiative and learn it yourself, then you're gonna be helpless later on. And also the food's really nice.
I think my favorite thing about working with students is passing on just skills and knowledge that I have that aren't just for me, but it's for other people too. Growing up, my dad was a mechanic for the city of Mercer Island, and when I started driving, he helped me work on my car a lot, and so I had an opportunity that not everybody has.
Like when I grew up, my dad wasn't around, so I didn't have access to anything mechanical. If my grandfather wasn't involved, I know I wouldn't have never gotten involved in engines.
This age group, like 13, 14, 15, 16, it's this really pivotal time. Your experiences that you've had coming up, and the decisions that you are starting to make are really starting to have an impact on the trajectory of your lives.
And Delta Garage provides guidance around that. It's really, really cool. It's pretty rewarding for me. And so I get a lot from just being a part of the group.
Trying to throw as much positivity into the mix for kids at this pivotal phase, stability, acceptance, investment, attention, all of these good things, to see if maybe, in amongst whatever else is kind of going on with them that's shaping their trajectory, and see if that can't help, be that one thing that maybe keeps them on the path that's going to lead to flourishing and good, as opposed to trial.
I think the skills that they learn here are usable in many facets of life, even if they don't enter into the mechanical trade. So I hope it instills confidence, and I hope that they feel built up, valued, and encouraged.
It feels like a family backup. Like if I need to get away, I'll go to here if they're here, because then I know I'm fine here.
It's been a really positive experience because all of the knowledge I'm gaining and just getting closer with everyone here.
I think I've learned a little bit more about perseverance and just patience mostly.
I'd say the most important thing I've learned here is that even though there may be a challenge, there's always a way to get past it.
Luke and I have always talked about we either need dollars, dirty hands, or donations. Either donate donor bikes, dirty hands, people to come and commit to being here to work with kids, or dollars. Working on motorcycles isn't a free endeavor.
I've become convinced that the problems our communities face, right, the responsibility to solve them and the resources to solve them exist within communities. I'm a Christian guy, if I go even higher level. And I believe as Christians, our job in the world, what God has for us, is to contribute to flourishing, human flourishing, where He puts us. When I think about that, I'd say obligation, just sort of sit back and say, okay, where I am, how I am, what I'm into, how I'm gifted, how might I contribute to flourishing in this community here and now? And if more people did that, things I think in the world would be a lot better.